Welcome everyone. Here we are dealing with the another data set. This is a sample data set for food cells. First variable defines the order date, then region, city, category, product of food, quantities, unit prices and total prices. Now as we have seen the R value, that is Carl Pearson's correlation coefficient, can be defined with the help of this f of x, that is insert function. We can go from this insert and functions also, or another formula bar. We can use this formula library also here. Recently used financial, logical, statistical, more functions. You can just click on that more functions, another functions will be defined. Now statistical you can select and go for correlation, which is settled in alphabetical order. So correlation CORREL. Now array 1 is the first value, first variable. I am putting first variable as our quantity of the food. Now another variable I am inserting, that is total price. Just select and drag the arrow, it will be selected in that command box. As we are having 245 observations, it will be get selected. So sales data quantity is my first value, cell data total price is the second value. So by clicking OK, you will get exactly formula. Okay, if you are clicking on that value on that cell 0.9364, if it is calculated, the formula is already been displayed in this formula bar. If you are clicking on that formula bar, the insert values, that is on which values, on the basis of which values your formula has been calculated, can be displayed in this colored boxes, right? So here you can say correlation between sales data quantity, which is defined in blue color, and sales data, which is defined in red color. Okay, this is how we can manipulate our values also, or we can change our data also. Okay, so this is how we are going to define the regression line. Now by mistake, if you are clicking on another one, your formula is going to change. So just by clicking Ctrl Z, or here this button, redo button, undo button, you can use the previous formula. Here by mistake I click on another cell and that value has been defined, so I just go for Ctrl Z button and putting my enter. Okay, once you put enter button, that value will be displayed over here. Understood? So this is what your regression coefficient. Now I want to define this one is the correlation coefficient. As we have already seen the graph chapters in the previous one, we can define the scatter plot of these two values also. So scatter plot can be defined with the help of this home command, and go for charts or insert recommended charts, or instead of recommended chart you can go for this downward arrow, or just select the first one, quantity, press Ctrl button, then go for total and select. Press the Ctrl button, now select total price. Now go for chart command, it will be displayed over here. Now I don't want any recommended charts, I want to define the scatter plot. So here XY scatter plot is already been defined. So you are going to select that XY scatter plot. Now XY scatter plot, you can define these kind of scatter plots which you are going to define. Either chart plot will be like this or will be like this. This one is defining blue color dots are for quantity and red color dots are for tool price. We are not going to use this scatter plot, as we are going to use one variable on one axis, another variable is on another axis. So I am going to use this second part. Just select that and go for OK. So by clicking that, your chart is going to display over here. I'm moving our chart to another place. So that it will be get displayed clearly. Now this one, this is the chart command. Here you can put title of that chart. Title is scatter plot. I'm putting this a title plot. Now once you click the chart command, this chart tool or chart design will be displayed. In this command, data is there, type is there, move chart, that is location is there. If we want to move our chart to another sheet, another workbook, we can replace it or move this chart to another one. Now this one is a bigger one which is defined for chart style. Here by clicking another style, we can change the style of our chart, whatever we want to display. I can change the color of my chart plot also. Here this one, the dots color has been changed from green color to orange color, blue color, purple color, like that. Then I can change the pattern of that scatter plot also. Then I can add or delete the elements from that titles. That means if I want to add grid axis, horizontal axis, vertical axis, I can add from here. You can put chart title. Now chart title's position is going to define from here. It is from above chart. It is centeredly chart. More we can plot this chart. If we don't want to put any title, we can put the none. Then we have to define data labels. That means all the values will be displayed with the dots. That is left side, right side. These are your chart labels. Then error bar, that is standard error, percentage error. This defines the accuracy or the standard deviation of our scatter plot, which I have already defined in the previous video. Legend, top place, left place, bottom place, trend line. Trend line we have not yet defined, but trend line is nothing but we have to define the regression line. If we want to plot a regression line with the help of scatter plot, we can put it with the help of this scatter line. Okay, so this is the first command, add chart titles. Then we can change the layouts also. This is by adding chart elements also we are changing the layouts, and these are the quick layouts which we can define. Now I don't want to define any data labels, so I'm going to put it 0. Now chart labels we can display it over here. Second, as I am changing the layout, my nature of scatter plot is also going to change. Here, this black will define the values of that point, the legend on the right side and the title. Likewise, we can define all the chart titles. Now, in this layout 9, it shows chart title, legend on the right side, series trendline equation. This equation is what is going to define that y is equal to 2.1537x plus 0.2782 is nothing but the regression model. So I am keeping it simple like this. You can change your plot with the color also. This is blue, orange color. Now this orange color, here colorful palette number 4. If you are selecting this colorful palette number 4, one series is defined with the first primary color orange. If you are selecting another series also, that series is going to define with the aqua color. Then third series is going to define with the purple color, and likewise. This is what your order of your palette selection. If you are selecting only the monochromatic palette, only that single color is going to define in that similar order. We can put so many number of our palettes with the help of this scroll bar. So here we can change our palette from fade to dark, dark to fade, that is mild colors. I can show that this one, blue color scatter plot. Now if we want to switch the rows, means x-axis has to be defined on y-axis, y values has to be defined on x values, so that we can use the switch rows of the data and put it like this. Okay, so here I am switching rows to columns, columns to rows. If you want to select or change the whole data set, we can select the select data. So this dialog box is going to define chart data range. That means on which two values, on which variables we have defined these two values. Hence, here what I said, I want to define x-axis on quantity and y-axis on tool price. So here I am going to define remove and add series name, quantity, x values as I need to select all the values from the just a shift and put the down back navigation, selecting all that values from 245. Select this one, and now here we have to select y values. Again, y values are going to select from total price. Select up to 245 as our values are been end over here. So this is how we are plotting our scatter plot.